speaker is Mr. Abhishek, who is the co-founder of RecycleX. RecycleX focuses on recycling plastic and industrial waste and manufacturing building material from waste, to name a few. Abhishek is also recognized under the top 30 social innovators. We welcome you to our session and over to you, Abhishek.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good to see the amount of participation we have having. Right, I'll share my screen first. To start the introduction. Uh, as you know, I'm Abhishek Chhajar, co-founder at RecycleX, and let's start with my background first. So, being from mechanical engineering background, I completed my bachelor's from Gujarat Technological University, and from my childhood, I had this idea to keep working on projects. Let's say, as I see there's a young audience and I see all the questions about how to get a job or what is the vacancies applied. I'll give you an example how I landed my first internship. So basically, I loved working on projects that have real life impact, right? So what I did in my college days was, what RecycleX is doing now, I started during my college days, right? So I was trying to build something out of plastic waste and industrial waste, and I came up with a prototype, right? And then I did nothing to do. I wrote a research paper, published it, but that was the dead end. But then one of my professors mentioned, why don't you find some startups working on the similar things? And then I did my research. I found someone in Ahmedabad doing the same thing, and I contacted them, landed an internship, and that was an eye opener, right? Because from doing a college project and then going out in in the field working with an actual startup or let's say company was like floodgates were opening. You see how people work, you see how an industry or startup works, right? So that was very important, and that would be one of my advices to everyone out here: how to not, if not land a job, at least land an internship by doing something, right? Because startups or even any, if someone is providing you an opportunity, everyone is looking how keen you are. And by doing projects you can show your keenness to them, right? Apart from that, I love my cricket. I play around every once in a week, and I'm a big fan of the financial markets. So yeah, and I love to travel. As mentioned, Manali is my favorite destination, and I make sure that in every 6 months I'm traveling a bit, right? Just to get hang of this huge majestic mountains and riverside. I love this. I love the nature overall. Moving on. So yeah, this this is not the actual image, but this is the image which turned my life. Watching animals eating our waste was like, why is this happening? I'm from a business background family, and we have a shop which is very nearby to the vegetable market, right? So every evening, what these vegetable vendors do used to they used to throw away the waste of theirs on the street itself. So there would be a lot of animals coming in and eating that, and with that you will always find this what we call in Hindi jabla in normal language. This is plastic bags, very lightweight plastic bags, and animals were eating it. And one day I saw a cow going dead, just by eating those plastic bags. Her stomach was totally filled up with plastic bags, and that was the turning moment that I realized we have to do something about it. And this was a shocker. I was reading an article where they mentioned that by 2025, for every ton of plastic waste there in the oceans, there would be only 3 tons of fish, and by 2050 this number would be less than or equal to 1:1. And that was a shocker. We people are going and going just for the sake of technology and our own benefits. We are just destroying nature out there, right? And that was the whole idea of starting RecycleX. So we identified basically 3 problems. Obviously plastic was one, that our plastic is ending up in the streets, in the oceans, on the beaches, everywhere. Secondly, as Aparna mentioned, she was from a village background. I was totally opposite. I had an industrial background, right? I live in Bharuch, which is a fully industrial area. Nothing much to travel or do. It's just industries out here. So we feel every day the gases coming out from industries, the pollution, we see that each day. So that was the second problem we identified. And thirdly, obviously, because of this we are here, right? The carbon dioxide emissions, which are at their peak levels, right? Because of this we are seeing all the problems that are being created. So we identified these three problems and started working on it. And then, we came up with solutions and prototypes about what we can do about it. As you can see, obviously, as Aparna mentioned, that there's a big, tourism industry can go big. In the same place, the infrastructure industry is already booming, right? India is growing day and night. We are seeing, villages getting connected by roads, electrification, everything. And that's why we wanted to capture that, right? So that's why we selected products like bricks, paver blocks, to start with, to show that, we have real life impact, and the scalability is such high that we can replicate this in everywhere in India. Apart from that, we are coming up with products like furniture segment, or a lot of planters coming in from our side that will help individuals to contribute, because once we were manufacturing bricks or paver blocks, there was more, business to business, and individuals cannot contribute. So let's say if we have 200 participants here, everyone wants to, contribute in some way or other. How can I be more sustainable, right? There are other products, but we wanted to give something to everyone, that okay, they can also say, okay, I'm contributing to this environmentalist, new genre that is coming up, like I want to be, nature friendly, eco friendly. So we wanted to do this. Obviously, by doing this, what we are doing in a, in a very brief way, obviously we are mitigating waste. We are taking plastic waste out of the streets. Secondly, because we are reducing the cement content of the products in concrete, we are reducing a lot of carbon dioxide from the nature. And we have this a social cause kind of thing in our company, that whatever the profits, some part of it will go to CSR, or let's say we'll try to do something good which is, used from our profits. So that is how we are doing social upliftment also. Till now, these are the numbers. We have kind of recycled around 30,000 kg of plastics, and in the process we have saved around 1 lakh kg of CO2 emissions. So these numbers won't be big, because we are a big country. Obviously, we are trying to scale operations so we can, achieve more and more numbers, and with more diversified products we can achieve that. In terms of industrial waste, yeah, we are trying to use as much as, we keep getting calls from various industries. Okay, how you can use our product, or our waste, sorry, to be honest. Yeah, how can you use this, how can you use that? So we are trying to, come up with different solutions to cater these guys. So the CND waste is basically, as the infrastructure industry is booming, right? You will see a lot of old infrastructure getting, broken down, right? So once that goes down, there is no alternative to that. So what we are trying to do is, use that CND waste also in some form, like sand and aggregate, to build products. So, these are these installations that we have done, basically somewhere in Bharuch, Ahmedabad, Bangalore. And this is the overall journey which has been, right? And I guess that's it. We can move ahead with the Q&A.
Yes, thank you so much, Abhishek, for that presentation. It was very insightful, actually, just to see that particular picture wherein there's a cow and there's plastic all around, and there's so much plastic in the cow's stomach. It's heartbreaking, truly. Yeah. Just a question, Abhishek, to you. So how did you start your enterprise? Young entrepreneurs worry about the funding sources. Can you shed some light on that?
I can, because till now Recycle has been totally bootstrapped. So we haven't raised any money for the equity, right? And for the money part, we started, what we did was we were so, smart enough to, I can say that, what we did is we built a prototype, right? And using that prototype, we can leverage, asking our initial customers, okay, will you use this? Or at least, give us an opportunity to, we can do a pilot, let's say. And when we got this order, or let's say a pilot order, what we did is we went to another manufacturer of similar products, used our technology. So in that we saved a lot of money. And once we had this whole pipeline, then we invested our own money initially. And to be honest, the government has been, very helpful to us. So there are a lot of grants available. So, I'm from Gujarat. We got this SSIP grant, which is about 2 lakh rupees. If you have a good prototype, or let's say even a good idea, the government is keen on funding you without any, without taking any equity out of you guys. Same goes for Maharashtra. There is Maharashtra Startup Week, and I'm not sure, but Karnataka has a very good ecosystem. So every, every state government is trying to boost these startups because these are generating a lot of jobs at the ground level. And apart from in terms of investment, if I can speak, there are a lot of VCs now coming in this sector. Green economy is just starting to grow, and as the startups, basically startups prove themselves that these are not only donate, this would only run by donations. If they are economically feasible, investors are very keen to invest on startups like us. And with ESG kind of coming in the stock markets, we are also seeing a lot of investments in the green sector also. So I don't see any worries in the getting the funding part. I guess the idea has to be good enough and the team has to be capable enough to actually deliver that.
Right, Abhishek, one last question from Dimple, from our participants. She asked, how did you source the waste basically?
I guess that's the simplest answer, man. Because there is a lot of waste already in the streets, right? So you just have, I'm joking a bit. Basically, we had a network of rack pickers, right? We contacted them, made a chain of these guys. Apart from that, going directly to this rack pickers, what we wanted is to, basically, so we cannot connect them each day, right? Because we already have manufacturing in place, selling and marketing, right? So what we did is we make a clusters of these guys with the already established ecosystem of the kabadi walas. So what we did was just an example, right? So the PET bottle, say the drinking water bottle that you use gets recycled easily. The problem is the let's say your biscuit wrapper. We use this 1 rupee shampoo sachet, right? That is the most difficult part to recycle. So, and earlier, before us, there was no solutions to these kind of waste. Now, what we are trying to do is we are trying to recycle these. And now, because of us, they are picking it up and making more money out of it. So, once they saw that, okay, these guys, what they are bringing in is more value to us, they were very happy to collect waste for us.
Thank you so much, Abhishek, for that. And really for letting us know about the nitty-gritties of recycling through your wonderful initiative. I'm really glad that you're here with us. Thank you so much once again for your presentation.